Well, good morning. Welcome to a nice hot cup of Tim, Ben, and Brooke. It's Monday. It's going to be a short week for us because we're off Friday, and then Monday, of course, is Memorial Day. So we'll have to get while the getting is good.
Line 2, Stephanie in Phoenix with Ben.
Okay.
Line 4, Haley, Phoenix with Brooke.
Okay. Also Phoenix. Both in Phoenix, okay. Brooke is heading out of town. Girls trip in Nashville. Ben is heading out of town, just tagging along with Brooke.
He's going to be taking selfies with us against the murals.
Once again, Ben has just managed to find himself on the same flight as Brooke out of town. It's funny.
And on the same flight home, too.
Yep.
I don't know how it happens.
Well, we can share an Uber, Ben.
I'm going fishing on Thursday. Oh, here we go. It's now time for Tim, Ben, and Brooks' Pyramid of Winning! The Acoustic Summer, June 28th, Marquee Theater, Mitchell Tenpenny, and Chase Beckham, and your girl.
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time, and we want to set you there. Let's see. Let's start today with Ben. Ben, you are playing with Stephanie from Phoenix.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, good morning.
Did you have a good weekend?
I sure did. How about you?
It was fantastic. Let's get this done.
All right, you guys, we're going out to the old ball game. We're talking food you'd find at a baseball game. Baseball food, 30 seconds, go.
Okay, it's chips with melted cheese on it.
Nachos,
Yes, okay. A wiener in a bun is called?
hot dog,
Yep, okay. Pepperoni.
pizza,
Okay, let's see. Rolled Gold, Wetzel. They make what?
pretzels,
Yep, okay. You get this at the movie with butter on it.
popcorn,
Yep, okay. This is a treat. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry.
ice cream,
Yep, okay. There's a little prize in this box.
Cracker Jack,
Yep, okay. This is pink and
Wow. Whoa,
seven.
wow.
Seven.
7. Good
Woohoo.
job, Stephanie.
Good job, Steph.
Brooke, you're playing with Kaylee from Phoenix.
Hey, Kaylee.
hey, Brooke.
Okay, we have to get 8.
Oh, God.
I know.
8 for the win. Let's see what you can do. These are drinks that are not soda. Non-soda drinks.
Not soda.
30 seconds, go.
H2O.
Water,
Flavored sports drink.
Powerade,
Okay, the next one. Not yeah. Red Bull, Monster.
energy drink,
Yep, this is a mimosa, is champagne, and
juice,
what kind of
Orange juice.
Yep. This is, if you have a UTI, you got to drink this.
cranberry juice,
Yep. This is you in the South you drink sweet. Like it's
Tea.
she got it,
but I'm sorry, it's not enough to overtake Ben and Stephanie. Good job. We got tickets for you to go to the Acoustic Summer.
thank you.
Okay. Speaking of summer, not only is it going to be 105 here this weekend, but we're going to draft our favorite songs of summer, songs that immediately put you into a hot and sweaty mood, okay? It's Tim, Ben, and Brooke, 102.5 KNIX.
I guess I could have done without the UTI clue, but
She knew exactly what you were talking about.
every girl does.
Yep.
That was great. Yeah.
Ben is on a roll today.
Rolling.
That was yeah. Question.
Mhm.
Does it have so songs with summer in the title, right? Is that what we're going after or no?
I mean, I'd say songs that just kind of mean summer,
Okay.
feel like summer. Songs with a summer vibe.
Gotcha.
Wanted to show something here. So you know how some people who watch on the stream were going to get together last Saturday?
Yeah.
Look at this. They did. Here they are.
Wait, show it again.
Bloop. Yeah.
Very cool.
It's fantastic.
Oh, here, let me put it there. There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there you go. Short weeks are always good. I agree. Lot in Oklahoma. Birthday last weekend, now going to Havasu for the weekend, which when Con and I got married, we were broke, but her dad was investing in some houseboat rental company at Lake Havasu. And so we got a houseboat for the week. And it was like a 6 or 10 person houseboat. And we just trolled up and down the Colorado River and hung out in Havasu City and then went downstream somewhere and camped out. It was a blast. Loved it.
I've never been to Lake Havasu.
It's cool.
I should go.
Yeah.
I've heard great things.
It's great. You have to kind of go down to the corner of the state, southwest, and then roll up the Colorado River. But you go through Parker is really cool. I mean, when I say cool, interesting. It's one of the hottest parts of the state, hottest parts of the country. Oh, Bonnie went to that Rod Stewart show.
Cool.
I don't know what the soccer ball thing is.
He kicks out soccer balls because he was
Really?
I think Rod Stewart was a professional soccer player. He was very close to being one.
Was he a striker?
He had a soccer game.
Okay. I think we'll do it in 2. Is Havasu still a spring break destination? That's when you don't want to be there.
Remember Bill Bellamy?
Yeah.
He came on and he was in town for something. And he just was like, man, I remember Arizona, Lake Havasu for MTV, Yo MTV or whatever it was. They had these spring break shows.
Yeah.
And he got to host that and went out there and he just said it was debauchery. He's never seen anything like it.
I'm just making sure I got enough alternative picks.
Me too, because I feel like mine are going to get taken. So I've got some
Yeah,
interesting
the
ones.
same. Yeah. Okay, back sell this, Brooke.
Lee Bryce on 102.5 KNIX. Good morning. We are Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
And in 2 songs, we're going to do our Tim, Ben, and Brooke Monday morning draft of our favorite summer songs. Doesn't have to have summer in the title, but just put you in a summer frame of mind. Remind you of summer. It's coming up 2 songs, KNIX. Oh. Okay. I think I'm ready. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to go Ben, me, Beryl, Brooke.
Well, I know my first 3 are going to get taken there. So we'll just have to.
Ha 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 ha. Yep, I'm gonna steal yours right out of the gate, sister.
You always do. You always do.
Well, that's what. Hey, losing has its benefits.
Yeah.
Trout. Yeah, they get some good ones over there. Uh-oh. It does a funny thing. Whoever you pick, it flashes like you picked it wrong, but it still works. Really, no formula shortage in Mexico?
Oh. I didn't know that.
Are we sure it's formula? Rachel uses the powder, you know.
Yeah.
I have to check that. Email that to Hannah Kress. That information. She kind of regulates all that stuff. Let me put her address up here.
Or my email address? Yeah.
Or you want to just give your email address?
Oh, no. Yeah, Hannah Kress. She's the one.
Is
Throw it
she
up.
K-Nice Country or is she iHeartMedia?
I believe iHeartMedia, because she's technically for all stations.
Let me just confirm. Boop, boop, boo. All right, we'll go after this. Okay. Well,
thanks. Cool. Cool.
morning, Lynette. There you go. Have you and Brian talked any further about having another one soon?
I don't know, but I'll email Alexander and let him know.
You know, there's this doctor in Indiana. We're going to talk about that show. We all watched this show on Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
Our Father.
Bananas.
What was the show we watched about the woman who had the organic food place, or the
Bad vegan?
Bad Vegan?
That was nuts. It seems to be shifted from true crime to true scamming, right?
Yeah.
Like the true crime craze is over. Now it's scammed.
Yeah, it's not murder anymore.
Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I'm not in any hurry to have another one. We'll wait and see. Bo's only 7 months.
I remember that. It was funny. You were talking like,
All right, we're gonna
here we go.
play the intro, and then Brooke, you got the sponsor.
Okay.
Tim and Brooke are drafting. Play along and pick one of the 3 topics they decide to choose. Tim and Brooke are drafting. Play along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Tim Binnenbrook Draft is brought to you by Level 5 Lighting.
Okay, we thought we'd draft our favorite summer songs as we're rolling into Memorial Day weekend, which is typically the start of summer everywhere. We start summer sometimes in April when it's over 100 degrees here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 105 Friday. Barrel Boy, we're picking summer songs, and you are our official draft commissioner.
Ben, first pick.
So many good ones. I'm gonna keep it country. I'm gonna start off with, I'm just gonna break your heart, Brooke. Garth Brooks, That Summer.
Oh,
Favorite
wow.
Garth Brooks song of all time.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Losing has its privileges.
Tim?
All right, with the second pick. Can't believe it's still there. I thought Ben was going to steal it. All Summer Long, Kid Rock.
Nah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's also on the
It was
list.
on my list too.
All right. I have the third pick, and I'm going to take Chattahoochee.
Oh,
Alan Jackson.
I forgot about that one.
man.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
All right, Brooke.
I'm going to take Summer of 69, Bryan Adams.
Good
Yeah,
one.
Good song.
Love that song.
All right, you have your second pick here,
My
Brooke.
second pick too. Okay. Does this count? Yeah, it counts. Summer loving, having a blast from
Jeez.
Greece.
Yeah.
Summer
I-
nights.
Come
I think
on,
so.
Sandy. That was on my list too there.
What
are you doing here?
Summer nights. Okay.
All right, with my second pick, I'm going to take Kenny Summertown.
Oh, darn it.
Summertime by Kenny.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Mr. Hattrick.
Okay. With my second pick in the summer song draft. School's out for summer.
Okay, I wasn't sure where you were going.
Neither did I.
at first.
All right, Ben, your second and third pick.
I'm gonna go Barefoot Blue Jean Night, Jake Owen.
Good
Wow.
one.
Yeah. And let's see. gosh, everything's gone except this one. Boys of Summer, Don
Oh
Henley.
man, dang it! I love that song.
I know.
Gosh,
All
I
right.
don't even have any of these.
Me too.
These are great picks.
All right, Tim.
With my last pick. Oh boy, I got. All right, I'm going with Glenn Fry. The heat is on.
Okay, that's a good one.
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up with the perfect pool beach song, Two Pina Coladas. All right, Brooke.
Okay, you guys have left me with no choice but to like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Summer Girls.
Summer Girls.
LFO.
LFO, yeah.
Do you know what LFO stands for?
Nope.
No.
Light Funky Ones.
The light funky ones.
Oh, there we go. Now
That's
I
it.
learned something today.
All right. There you go. It's our summer draft, summer songs for the draft. We will post these up on Instagram and let you know. You can vote between now and tomorrow morning when we'll give you the results here at 102.5 KNIX. Coming up, we all watched the show on Netflix that has freaked us out and creeped us out. It's called Our Father. We're
Oh
going
my
to talk about it
gosh.
at 7:42. Man, you guys had songs I didn't even consider.
School's out.
And by the way, I didn't think Alexander saying he missed Hannah is a diss on Brooke. You can like more than one person. It's just, everything's fine.
Yeah, but also everyone has different tastes. Some people
But I,
might like her more, and that's like, you know,
but I didn't take
that's-
his comment to mean that. I thought he was just like, yeah.
well, it could, but you know, it's people have their preferences. Some people like Tim the best, some people like Ben the best. It's life. I know, that's funny, Jennifer. It's like, okay, it's been 7 months, just gotta take a little breather.
But you did have the thought of, hey, if I just get it over with, because it's such a hurricane that I might as well have another one and just, you know, when it's hurricane season,
Right.
have two very quickly. That's a good theory because we waited 3 years, and it does make it go by slower. Obviously,
Yeah.
We
not you wanted to
didn't-
go slow, but you know what I'm saying.
We did not
The hard part
try
of it.
or try not to have kids. We just had 4 in 4 years. And
Yeah.
I can't imagine it any other way. But when I think about people who have families spaced out, so you have a teenager, then you have another baby, that just seemed exhausting to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
A question I've had for you, Tim, I've never asked. When you had 4 kids in 4 years, how quickly were you outgrowing cars? Like, that's just another added expense. Like, you went from probably having
Yeah.
a 2-door sedan to, now we got an SUV too. Before long, you needed a bus.
Well, there was a funny moment where I had a Honda Acura that was it was a 4-door, but it was a smaller car. It's basically a Honda Civic. And we're jamming 3 car seats all together in the back seat. And I finally broke down and went, okay, we're getting a minivan. And from there on up, once when they were teenagers, I thought about getting another minivan. And we all got in one and test drove it, and it bottomed out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you quickly were outgrowing cars as fast as you were having
Yeah.
kids.
I swear we pack up to go to a friend's house with Bo. It's like we're going to Flagstaff. If we bring Crash,
Yeah.
I need a bigger car already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Sometimes
you went from having one-on-one man defense to zone
Yeah.
defense to
it was
we're
crazy.
now transporting the basketball team.
I know. Sometimes when we would go, if we'd go over to San Diego for the week summer vacation, I'd go to Sanderson and borrow a 15-passenger van. It was just easier.
I mean, you had 3 girls too in your
Yeah.
teenage years. I can
Yeah,
only
yeah.
imagine how much luggage you had to be rolling.
I know.
But a baby, they're the smallest human,
Uh-huh.
but the amount of equipment,
Yeah.
they can't
Yeah.
sleep in a bed, right? They can't just sit in the seat. You have to bring a car seat. You got
and
It's a
a
rig.
stroller.
I always
It's a
do that
rig.
when you're boarding a plane
Oh.
and then there's somebody with their, putting their stroller there and the
I have a friend of mine who's flying this week to Florida on a family vacation. They have 2 kids under 8, and they have a, 9-month-old, 10-month-old, and he was telling me, going to the airport,
Mm.
I'm like,
yeah.
I get anxiety for them.
Well, we're doing that for the first time in July.
But
so
they have 2 other ones under, I think one's 6 and 7. I'm just like, "Oh, boy."
Yep.
I'd have to imagine if the kid's 8, it's a little bit easier because you can be like, okay, Johnny, stand here. But I don't know. I'm not there yet.
When you don't have kids, you imagine what it would be like. But as Jerry Seinfeld says, you think
I'm
you
gonna
know?
retease your Tim in 1 minute.
Okay.
You'll have 9 up Sam Hunt, so
You think you know what it'll be like. You have no idea. None.
No, I was not prepared.
Alexander, my daughter Emily really wants me to go see that with her. It's at the Phoenix Theater. She said it was really good.
What about this Elvis movie? I saw the commercial for that.
Yeah, I want to see that. Of course, we all know what's happening this week in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the need for speed.
Do you think the girls' weekend I'm going on, they'll want to go see it?
Probably. Ben?
Yeah.
Backsell this, please.
One 1025 KNIX, Jody Messina, an all-time favorite there. I think of you, Brooke, when I hear that.
Oh, well, thanks.
Tails, Arizona.
It is time in just a minute here, right after say about to talk about this new show on Netflix we all watched. I'm starting to lose my faith in humanity here.
That's my new thing, is wake me up when it's over. Freeze me at Alcor. I stole it from you.
Freeze me down.
Take me to Alcor.
Freeze me up before you go.
I like that, and I'm like, we're not winning World War III.
You took that to freezing from Tim, and you took that from me.
Yep, 2 classic lines from 2 brilliant minds.
Well, I hope Bo gets his father's smarts, not mine.
It skips a generation, so you got to look at the parents.
My dad's smart,
He's smart.
and Brian's dad is very smart. So
No,
there you
look
go.
out. Bo might not be so smart.
But my grandpa was very smart, and I'm average. So
Bonnie, no, I was never on Crux or Chris, but I used to listen to him as a kid. Oof. Yeah, we flew with our kids. I think Emily was 8, but you're right. They're a little easier when at least they can walk.
well,
But
that
it was like herding cats through. We changed planes in Dallas and then ended up in Chicago, and yeah.
that's what I was doing yesterday with this pack. We're testing it out for our airport travels.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he's always
He
smiling.
looks pretty happy.
Yeah. Who's got that summer bod going on? Tim, Ben, Brooke.
Back to this.
Okay. 23, Sam Hunt, 1025 KNIX. It's funny, we're playing that song. 23 and Me had a very integral part of the documentary we all watched over the weekend.
So you mentioned this. We've gone from like true crime and murder stories to now swindler, con artist stories.
yeah.
And this one called Our Father, new on Netflix. We all watched it this weekend. It's one of the creepiest stories I've ever seen. And as it unfolded over an hour and a half, I kept waiting for it to stop having twists and turns that surprised me. It's about a small town in Indiana where a fertility doctor was, let's see, how do you describe this? Not using donations from the community at large, but his own donations to get women pregnant, to artificially inseminate them.
This is wild. It reminded me, but not funny, of that movie with Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
Do you remember Delivery Man?
Exactly.
Where they had he fathered 500 children or whatever. That was a comedy. This was, oh my gosh.
It starts with this one woman who knew that she was the product of artificial insemination. She grew up and as an adult wanted to see if she had any siblings, because they said at this clinic that they would only use two or three samples from 2 or 3 different people.
Right.
And so she wondered genetically if she had some siblings out there. So she started to look, and what she found using 23andMe, and a lot of other people use the other DNA testing services from home that you can find this stuff out. She found out she didn't have just a couple of siblings. I mean,
94.
I don't want to give it away. Yes, 94. There's 94 people from this one doctor. And again, he used his own to deliver the service that these women had come to him to see. And some were women who didn't have a partner. They just wanted to have a child. And some were because one or the other couldn't. And so there's people in the story that grew up thinking that their dad was their biological father, only to find out that he's not, it's just mind-blowing how weird that would be.
Just like the thought process going on in this guy's head, said, oh, he wanted to be nice and help people. Sir, we don't need that kind of help.
Yeah.
No.
And when
Right?
23andMe came out, and so he's getting revealed, and people are figuring it out. He had no remorse at all.
That's the other part is
He's a psycho, obviously.
they try to hold him accountable for it, but there is no law that prevents it technically.
Right.
They tried to bring him up on some form of a rape charge because these women had no consent. They did not offer consent, or did they even know that he was doing this? And because there's this weird, area of the law that they could not punish him for that. So he, to this day, has not been, he's not faced the music technically for doing this.
Who knew that you had to write a law explicitly saying, okay, sir, you cannot do this? That it's just so wild. And these people that have all these siblings their whole life, I just feel so bad for them because it's been a lie, thinking that it was one way, and then this guy kind of robbed them of a childhood experience when they thought their father was someone else.
And the part I struggled with or was confused about, it was within a 25-mile range that he did this.
Yeah.
Right.
You have 94 people. What is the likelihood that one of them may have dated one another?
Exactly.
Like, that was the part where I was like, oh gosh, no, like, what is happening? And the mental trauma of that you think somebody you went to high school with is a love interest, to find out they could be your sibling.
I mean, that happens all the time in the South, right, Brooke? Ben, right?
Second cousins only.
I've seen a lot of 11 fingers and toes.
Yeah. They said that there are 44 other doctors, similar doctors, who have done the same thing. This guy was the most prolific. They think there's 94 people now. There could be more as more people do the DNA testing.
That's also a new trend with the whole Dirty John, Dr. Death. These doctors, whew,
I mean,
be careful.
You can't trust them, Brooke. Doctors, I mean, come on.
And my husband's the one putting people to sleep. No, I'm just kidding.
So we've had just recently Tinder swindler, Bad Vegan, and Inventing Anna. Those were all kind of con artist stories, right?
Yeah, you got to see Bad Vegan.
Yeah.
Bad Vegan, or it's called Our Father. I don't know. It left me with a creepy feeling. I had to watch something kind of funny.
It was hard to concentrate. I was fascinated by how these kids looked. They all share the same father, but they looked so different.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but some got looks, some did not.
Okay, that's it. Our Father, Netflix. Check it out if you want to get creeped out.
Can we talk about something
On a lighter note,
happier?
can we invite Johnny Depp in to talk about his legal troubles, his latest
Please.
court goings on? All right, we'll do that. 7:50 coming up with Tim, Ben, and Brooke on 102.5 KNIX. Yeah, so I didn't really want to say this on the air, but the doctor was going in. He'd bring the woman into the room where the procedure was going to take, and then he would excuse himself for a couple of minutes and create the sample himself.
Gee.
Yeah. So I was reading up a little bit on it. There's a few states now that have a law that specifically covers this. But I mean, as one woman put it, she'd gone for 15 different appointments. She said she felt like she'd been raped 15 times, which you could understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so gross.
The woman at the end, did you get
the woman at the end. So
okay, did you get the vibe when she said that her parents went to that doctor?
her parents, so
And then she said she's went to that doctor as well for fertility
she
problems.
was the product of this,
Correct, but she
and
said,
then she took her own kids, not knowing yet.
but she took herself there.
Yeah.
And that's why, and they were like, and she's mentioned something like, her children have had issues. And I'm like, oh no.
I
Like,
know.
they didn't say that, but my mind immediately went there. And I was like, no.
I kept waiting for what you said, Barrow, which was, okay, somebody's going to be married and have a child and then find out that they're half siblings.
Well, I was nervous about that. Remember?
Yeah.
Grandma and Brian have the same last name.
That's like what?
I mean, but
All right, Benji, you know where you're going with this?
I have no idea, bro. I don't. I'm not being sarcastic. I just, we're just going to have to, there's no direction. It's just.
Well, do we know how we're going to get into this so we don't?
yeah, I'll start it off.
Yeah, you just, you
I'll just
talk.
say I think it's funny because Ben doesn't pay attention to a lot of pop culture stuff,
Right.
and he doesn't, and all of a sudden he wants to talk about this every day.
Right. I do have an angle, I believe.
And then he did a Pirates of the Caribbean impression as he was leaving court.
He's somewhere in there.
And now Courtney Love is coming to his defense, which.
So it says here, it's the last week of testimony is expected this week, and that Johnny Depp is going to be questioned by Amber Heard's lawyers today.
Yes. I'm not looking as good as I used to, am I? I look bloated.
I'm
Right?
probably in the minority, but I never thought he was. I never have understood that attraction. I always thought he looked like he needed a shower.
Not always. Like when Cry Baby and Nightmare on Elm Street came out, he was a good looking.
Well, I wasn't born yet.
That's before he started wearing eyeshadow and talking like he was from France.
But it's not my thing. Not my type. But I'm sure some girls are. That's their thing.
So hot. Right. We'll get some more coffee.
I'm gonna Google. I mean, when he's young, yeah, he's like, okay, he's a good looking guy. I just not my type.
Johnny Depp alleges that during a fight with Amber Heard, his finger was severed.
She cut off his finger?
Yeah. The fight in which he says his finger was cut off was when Ms. Heard threw a vodka bottle at him
Oh.
and it chopped off his finger. Interesting.
Boy. It feels like in all these fights, alcohol has been key. Now, I'm not a couples therapist. However, maybe if we just eliminated the cocaine and the alcohol, things wouldn't have been so no, it wouldn't have been like poop in the bed and fingers cut off, right?
Yeah.
But you do you.
Week 6 starts today. Is Heard defending herself against the charge of defamation?
I can't tell if she's like a really bad actress or if she's just not believable.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the clips on TikTok and it's like, wow, I don't know.
Somebody set the meme of her dressed for court right next to Mr. Evil, Dr. Evil from. So, Ben, I may ask you about this claim that was.
Oh, Ben's not in there.
Oh, I don't have my StreamYard up. Here it is. Hello. So, Ben, so Brooke will talk about how you care more about that than almost anything. So the big issue last week in court was Johnny's claiming she chopped off one of her fingers and you lost a finger in a fight.
Yes.
Oh, Zoom. Fox 10.
Oh, that's right.
Shoot.
Oh boy. You know what? You jump on that and we'll figure out when we're doing this.
Okay.
Or we may have to add in a song and do it after that. We forgot about the Fox 10 hit.
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. Yes. Oh. I know. As
Hey. Zoom. But someone else is on the Zoom too. Richard Power.
Taking us out for just a minute.
Okay. I reconnected.
They skip over you? Or
Yep.
you still doing it?
Nope.
Okay.
Skip over me.
Yeah, we can go here. Bless you.
Thank you.
So I'm back. So you introduced this thing with Johnny.
Okay.
I'll mention this week you're supposed to get grilled by her attorneys.
Right.
Last week they fought over your finger.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right.
.1025 KNIX. Shoot, I just thought of another song I should have picked with our best songs of summer draft. Who picked Summertime, Kenny Chesney?
Barrel.
That was Barrel.
Barrel?
All
Yeah.
right. You can vote on those on our Instagram at KNIX Country. It's in the story. We'll have the results tomorrow morning. I should have picked Toes by Zach Brown Band.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anyway.
So many good ones.
If you're new to the show, something about us. So Tim has 3 daughters that are all around my age. So he's pretty up on his pop culture.
Yeah.
I try to stay up on it. Barrel, of all of us, Ben just doesn't care about the pop culture stuff as much.
Not as much, no.
So every day for about a month, when we try to plan the show, what do we want to talk about? Ben's like, I want to talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And he lists off like the key witnesses. He knows their lawyers' names. He knows everything about this trial.
I'm more fascinated by politics, and so I watch a lot of, I'll switch between CNN and Fox News and get the takes on that. But this is highlighted on there. Like Fox has been covering this thing for weeks.
We do love a good trial of the century.
Yeah.
And this one involves he's suing her for defamation because she wrote an article that he said made it hard for him to get work, and he's suing for $50 million. She's countersuing him for $100 million, and today begins the 6th week of this trial. I have friends who watch it live on YouTube every day. They can't get enough. So Johnny Depp, I know you got to be in court here in just a minute, but how do you feel like things are going there, sir?
I feel like they're going well, Mr. Hattrick.
Thank you.
That's a psychological trick that I use, and you'll notice I do it in court a lot. If I want to belittle somebody, I'll just refer to them as their last name, like Miss Heard or Mr. Rottenborn. It's just a psychological trick. But I think the reason that everybody enjoys this melee, if you will, is because no matter how bad your relationship is, it's not as bad as mine.
Did they settle last week? It was all about your finger. You claimed that she chopped off one of your fingers in a fight when she threw a vodka bottle at you. It sliced your finger off. Do you still have the finger?
I didn't refer to it that way, Mr. Hattrick.
Okay.
I said she lopped off one of my digits.
Okay.
That's a quote.
Anyway,
yeah, right.
did you get it in milk in time? Do you still have the finger, Johnny? That's what I want to know.
They sewed it back on, yeah.
Oh, good.
The doctor testified last week.
Okay,
correct?
good.
Yeah, sure.
I did see where, everybody gets character witnesses and people to speak out for them in the media.
Mhm.
Well, now on your side, Mr. Depp, is Courtney Love. She says you're a great guy.
Nobody better.
Miss Hoover, that's correct. And I do call her Courtney Love because I like her.
Okay. So she gets a first name.
Sure, absolutely.
And I
Marilyn
understand
Manson.
when you were leaving court last week, you had some fans outside. Did you actually you did a little Pirates of the Caribbean, some Jack Sparrow
I
footage.
did, because I'll never be able to do it again because Disney's canned me. But it was great doing it.
It's so good.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right.
I'll speak for Beryl right now because I know what he wants to say. Ben, if you could just pay attention to this show as much as you do the trial, we would be in great shape.
Well, I would say, Mr. Boy, I might just have a Yorkshire Terrier poop in your bed. So that's all I can say.
Thank you, Johnny. Good luck in court today.
You're welcome, Mr. Hattrick.
KNIX. That is funny. That, again, you would know that he disses people by using their last name.
Yeah. It's like, well, Mr. Rottenborn.
How funny.
Miss Heard.
What a mess. But you know what? You know what I really think? I think that if we had a camera inside most Hollywood marriages, they would be like this. I don't think this is out of the ordinary for Hollywood couples.
And I think, what's good about this trial of the century is that nobody got murdered. I mean, not yet.
Not yet. But, Ben, if we could have set up a camera in your divorce, it would be like, Your Honor, she threw a Dave's Big Deluxe at my head, and I was driving, and I felt unsafe.
Well,
nice job, Mr. Campbell.
That's why I think people like it, because they're like, hey, man, my drama's not, I'm not the only one that's got drama.
Right. At least I didn't cut off my husband's finger.
It could be worse.
How do you get your finger cut off with it? Okay, you can get cut badly. Somebody throws a bottle at you. But how does it chop your whole finger off?
Well, he's drunk. He's on the cocaine.
Yeah.
And
my thought was like, how'd she cut his finger off? Like you said, Rick, he was probably so messed up.
Yeah.
That he is on such a bender, his body wasn't healing. So he is probably getting rotten and gross. I mean, you see some of the video she shot of him where he was going crazy in the kitchen and like slamming all the wine bottles and breaking stuff.
Yeah.
He looked sad. Like you felt bad for the guy. You're like,
well,
he always had that dirty, grungy look, but this looked like just.
She's bringing in all kinds of people saying he's not getting work because of my article. He's not getting work because he shows up late on sets and he's always drunk and he's just not.
But at the same time, this because I'm bad to say this. Johnny Depp has had a reputation for a long period of time of being a little risky, shall we say?
A risky hire.
Sometimes, I mean, it'd be like saying I got bit by an alligator, but I went and climbed in.
Yeah.
Went and swam in the same lake as them.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm not saying like she deserves anything she went through. Not saying that at all. But you kind of had to think he was still kind of crazy.
Buyer beware. Yes.
Buyer beware. You bought it. You name it.
No, it's true. Like when you marry Machine Gun Kelly and then you say like, oh, he's
start out drinking each other's blood.
Right. And then you get surprised when he like cuts you in your sleep to drink some more of your blood. Right. It's like, what do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's funny because it's like every guy can relate to this. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go hang out with Bob, and play some golf. Oh, God, what are you doing with Bob? You're doing this. Could you imagine going, yeah, I'm going to go hang out with Marilyn Manson tonight. It's just us.
It's just poker night.
Yeah.
We're playing.
Marilyn Manson.
Dad Zooks.
Oh, so we talked to what's her girl? What's that girl's name that used to date Marilyn Manson?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
God, what? Well, there's
three names: Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah.
So Johnny Depp's relationship with Amber Heard, as bad as that looks, that's tame compared to the Marilyn Manson thing.
So okay, this is random, but Evan Rachel Wood's father has a theater company in Raleigh, so we interviewed him, and this was during the time she was dating Marilyn Manson, and we were like, okay, as a father, what do you think about your daughter dating Marilyn Manson? And he was you could tell he wanted to be like, I hate it. What do you want me to say? But he's like, well, we've had some chats and certainly not what I expected, but yeah, to each his own. Crazy. I mean, again, no one deserves to be treated poorly, but when you date Marilyn Manson, what are you expecting? right?
That's
Yes,
true.
it's all about expectations. I just want to show you this real quick before we say so long. Your daughter comes home with him.
Yeah, no. My father would shut the door in his face.
Dita Von Teese, another former girlfriend. Rose McGowan.
Well, she's
They make a lovely couple, don't they?
that shit.
Peaches Geldof.
I don't know her. I'm not familiar with Peaches.
Evan Rachel Wood.
That's when he's just like, oh my God. Could you imagine that guy showing up on your front door with your
Yeah, her
daughter?
father was like in this sweater vest and like these glasses. He's like a nice old man. Oh no.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Come to my show tonight. I think you'll like it.
You want to join us at the Olive Garden after?
Lana Del Rey, the OG. Well, and on that note,
Bye.
have a great Monday. We'll see you back here bright and early for Tuesday morning.